one guest is not only a tennis superstar, but an inspiration to countless women all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Billie Jean King. This is the first time I've had the pleasure of meeting you and talking to you, but I have admired your work for many years.
That's for sure, many years. That's not fair, Toni.
You know, I was reading a lot about you to prepare for this interview, and one of the things that struck me is one of the things said that when you were 11 years old, and you'd only been playing tennis for a short time, you ran into your mom and you said, "I'm going to be a tennis champion." Is that true?
Well, she picked me up after my first tennis lesson in Long Beach, California, which is right near here. And, hey, all right.
You were born and raised in Long Beach, right?
And I just got in the car after the lesson, and I said, this is it. I want to be the #1 tennis player in the world. And my mother goes, that's fine, dear. She's driving me home. At the time, I was trying to take piano lessons. I had to keep my grades up, and my mother thought, well, this will last for 2 weeks.
No, I think your mom was really cool. I read an article that she wrote about you, and she said when you came in and told her that, she believed you, because she knew the kind of child you were. You seemed so driven, even at that time. Have you always known exactly what you wanted out of life?
No.
When was there ever a time that you didn't know?
Right now.
Right now. Really?
Right this minute. Yeah, I think it's difficult when you're an athlete and you're in your 30s. You know, after the big 3-0, I don't know, but when you go to a press conference after every match, they go, when are you going to quit? They've been asking me when I'm going to quit when I'm 23 years old. And I go, hey, give me a chance. So every night I have to go, I don't know. I like to play. Yeah. I love to play. Leave me alone. Get off my case. Because when you're older is when you need everybody and you need the encouragement. When you're 15, you don't know how to choke yet. You don't know anything. You know, it's great. And
that's got to be tough, because especially in athletics, and I know you have a brother, Randy Moffat, who is
he's a relief pitcher with the San Francisco Giants.
Right, with the Giants. And athletics tends to make people think that they're older, that they're old, when they're not. My God, your life should just be beginning at this point.
Well, every day you wake up, you think it is. So, I mean, you have to keep going. And I want to keep going. I love living, and I have a lot of choices.
What kind of things might you do? Might a retired athlete do?
Well, a lot of us are going into television.
Uh-huh.
Doing, you know, broadcasting, whatever.
Oh, right. I have several friends who are baseball players that think that might be what they would prefer to do. Is that what you're thinking about for the future?
Oh, I think about that, but I think about going back to school. I'd like to take a year off and read. I like to take piano lessons.
Now, let's talk about the piano lessons. Oh. Now, I want to talk about that, because I know that you did study piano.
No, I only took about a year and a half. I was terrible, had no idea, and now I'd like to try. I really would love to.
Do you play at all? The rumor I heard is that you play just for fun, just for yourself, even now.
Well, you can't really carry a piano on your back.
No,
I mean, you have a little problem, and I've been on the road the whole year.
What about guitar? You play a little of that, don't you?
Well, I like to take guitar lessons, too. I like music. It'd be fun. I mean, I watched you and listened to you for a long time. How do you like doing the TV show?
I love the TV show. I just wish I could play tennis like you can. I know every time somebody's on that knows about tennis, I just cringe when that first little film comes on at the top of the show, because my backhand is a laugh. And it's out there for the world to see. You didn't see that, did you?
Actually, I have seen it.
Uh-oh, too bad. Well, we won't talk about that anymore. What about the boys in school when you were growing up? Now, you made your decision at 11. Mm-hmm. Tennis was it, and you practiced constantly, according to your mom. What did this do? What did the boys in school think about you?
Well, in the 50s, when I started tennis in 1955, most of you weren't born then, I realize. So,
I was born then. It's all right.
You didn't have to say that.
That's all right.
But I really had trouble, actually, because sports now is very glamorous. Mm-hmm. It's the in thing to be playing tennis, golf, running, and for women it's glamorous now. And in those days, I just love sports. And the guys who really understood me the best were the black athletes at Long Beach Poly High School. And I always remember how kind they were, because they thought it was great. All my other friends, boyfriends and friends at school just thought, what are you doing?
Right.
I mean, you should be going to slumber parties. And I always went to the football games Friday night, but boy, then I was off to a tournament on Saturday. And they just thought they thought I was loony. I mean, they said, what do you play tennis for?
I think it was very strong of you. Well, of course, it was ordained. You had to go that path. There was no way you could do anything else. But when I was growing up, women were encouraged to stand on the sidelines and applaud the men.
Oh, we still are a lot, but it's changing slowly. But it's difficult when you grow up in a family, especially if your parents don't encourage you to be whatever you really want to be.
Yeah, I know that I look back on it, I don't think that my parents would have encouraged me in athletics. I think they did in music because that's acceptable for a young lady to be a musician and a singer and a pianist.
If I had a voice like you, I'd be singing like crazy.
But it was not acceptable to be an athlete. What can we do to change this? I think it's horrible, the women who had the chance and now blew it, you know, are too old. Like
no
me.
one's really too old as far as getting in shape.
Well, no, that's true.
But I think really there's a lot of peer pressure on people, and what really helps is have more and more opportunities for women.
Mm-hmm.
And when people see that a woman can have a career, they need more role models. We have someone like Andrea Yeager, who's 15, Tracy Austin, who's 17. Tracy can retire now. I mean, she's made over $1 million in prize money, plus her endorsement money. And when she goes back to high school now, everybody goes, hey, Tracy's our star.
Right.
I went back to high school, they go, oh, you know. So I love it, because when I sit in the dressing room now and I see Andrea or Tracy talk, and they're so happy, you know, and they're stars now. And the children at school really think they're hot. And I think that's great. I like that fact that they're really accepted now. And I think that's the biggest change that I have seen in the last 20 years.
You had a lot to do with that change, too, and we'll talk more with Billie Jean King after this commercial.